I think Joe Biden, everyone has realized for a long time, has been propped up by the machine. They tried to do this with Hillary in 2016. They are, the definition of insanity is trying the same thing and expecting a different result. That's that saying. They're running the same election they did in 2016. They're expecting a different result. Do we really think that Joe Biden is a more inspiring, more effective candidate than Hillary Clinton? Now, I think that Hillary is, has a lot of problems, but Democrats love her. They do. The Democrat establishment loves Hillary Clinton. That's why they went to bat for her against Bernie in the first place. That's why the deep state covered for her with the email fiasco. I mean, there was so much that you look at here that they did. And the media was just all in against Trump in favor of Hillary, and it wasn't enough. They think that it's going to be enough for Biden. Let's unpack that theory together a little bit.
And for folks in the working class that are below 400, they will, in fact, increase their premiums. The public option will be available in my plan. We'll make sure it's not quality. We'll make sure it's only affordable.
We'll make sure it's not it's not quality, but only affordable. What? You're going to have a lot more of this. Joe Biden, for a man who effectively makes his living speaking publicly. That's really what his job is. He's made millions of dollars as a paid public speaker since leaving the vice president's office. Millions of dollars. We're also going to learn more and more about the millions of dollars that his son and brother and other people around him made just because they happen to be friends with Joe Biden. Interesting. Burisma's not the only thing that people are going to be poking into. But Biden's gaffes are one thing, and the media is going to tell you. I already know what they're going to just say, oh, everybody makes mistakes. And you'll start to see clips of Trump, speaking off the cuff where he stumbles on something, and they're going to try to say, oh, it's all the same, and he's not senile and all that. Well, you got two big problems here for Biden that are on the style side of things, not looking so much at the substance of what he stands for, but more of Joe Biden, the person, and stylistically how he is as a politician. You have the gaffes, the misspeaking, which is not really a big issue, except people honestly think that he might be in the early stages of dementia. And I think that that's a fair discussion to have, given some of the things that he says. But then there's also that Joe Biden, as I told you at the beginning of the show, Joe Biden is a huge liar. He has a long established history of lying about things publicly and on the record. This was just an old news report circulating right now about Joe Biden. I think this is back in the 80s when he was running for president the first time around. This is going to come back to haunt this guy. Play 23.
The new questions stem from taped remarks of Biden during an April campaign appearance in New Hampshire.
I went to law school on a full academic scholarship, the only one in my class to have a full academic scholarship. Went back to law school and, in fact, ended up in the top half of my class. I was the outstanding student in the political science department at the end of my year. I graduated with 3 degrees from undergraduate school and 165 credits, only needed 123 credits.
Biden now concedes he did not graduate in the top half of his law school class, that he does not have 3 degrees from college, and that he was not named outstanding political science student in college.
Newsweek says Biden actually went to school on a half scholarship, ended up near the bottom of his class, and won only 1 degree, not 3.
Joe Biden ranked 76th in a class of 85 at the University of Syracuse Law School. I mean, this guy comes off this whole thing as a flyweight.
Now Biden says Newsweek is right. His memory had failed him.
His memory had failed him. My friends, I am honored every day by this audience giving me their time. I mean, I really do. I love all of you, even though I've only met a handful of you in person. If I ran around saying that I was a Harvard-educated Rhodes Scholar who also, won like a Westinghouse Prize in science, and it turned out that no, like I just went to undergrad somewhere and got a degree like everybody else, would anybody believe that that was just my memory? By the way, this was in the 80s. He wasn't super old. Anybody believe that that would be okay? I'd get a pass on that one. 3 degrees? No. 1 degree. Full scholarship? No. Partial scholarship. Top of his class? No. Bottom of his class. Joe Biden is a consistent and continuous liar. Some people might even say pathological.